Hey guys, welcome back to Castle Combat TV. In this video, I will be covering all of the new changes to the Castle Combat Starter armies. So, for those who are not familiar, the Castle Combat Starter Kit is where you get 2 of the armies, but I'll be covering all 6 because it got a huge AI overhaul just like the rest of the games. With that being said, let's get right to the first starter armies. So we have the blue good guys and the red bad guys. These two will come together, and you can always tell what color the armies will be by looking at the color of the dice. So you're gonna get 2 mini dice as well, so you can get playing right away. So starting off with the blue good guys, so we have Pike Thunders, Epic Battle, Big Showdown, +1 versus red and green. Kobolds, +2 if you won the previous battle. King Crush, roll 2 dice, choose the highest, doubles, auto lose, wipe out. If you go King Cool, Yeti Rage, you must reroll ones, +2 power if foe has power 5 or higher. And then you have Arctica, your foe rolls 2 dice and chooses the lowest. Very interesting ability there. I think we can definitely see that ability on another card somewhere else. Notice all of these cards are dumbed down a little bit because it's for simplicity. And here are the comments. So you get a blue archer, where it's roll 2 dice in battle, choose the highest, doubles auto win. 2 blue knights, +1 versus dragons, +1 versus trolls. 2 yetis, both must reroll ones. Then you get a blue wizard, your foe is -1. And then you get a polar princess that is +2 versus red and green and also orange. So that's basically it for the blue army. All right, so I'm moving on to the red bad army. So we have a Thermo the Ancient. I believe this is the only AI Thermo the Ancient that we have. So for people trying to collect Thermo variants, this is the only way to get this. This is by far the rarest and most desirable card in here. It's not very good, but it is very significant because it's a very prominent character in lore. So Thermo the Ancient, Big Showdown, Thermo can reroll ones, +1 versus wooden foes. Krakatoa, Epic Battle, you can make your foe reroll once. You have Furnace, roll 2 dice, choose highest, doubles auto win round, +1 versus wooden. Phoenix the Flame Lord, if defeated roll die, on a 3 or higher then you survive. Volatile, same thing, if you're defeated roll 3 or higher to survive, +2 versus beast. And then you have some commons. I believe you get 2 dragon knights, +1 versus knights, +1 versus dragons. You get 2 red dragons, +1 versus wooden and +1 versus beast. And then you will also get a fire archer that's before battle, on a 6 you win, and also +1 versus wooden. Then you get 2 volcano wizards, which are both 6 auto win the battle. So very cool. This one's +2 versus commons. So now moving on to the next 2 armies, we have the orange bad guys and the green good guys. So these 2 are actually pretty interesting because they have some new cards, like a lot more than these, and orange has, I think their entire army is new. Starting off with the orange, so we have Wogwaki, who got a complete overhaul. I believe Wogwaki used to be like a monster with tentacles, if you guys remember, but now he's a dragon, so Wogwaki must reroll ones. Pump Queen, so Epic Battle, lowest battle score wins. If you win, you can bring back 1 orange bad guy from dungeon to bottom of the deck. So that's very strong for a starter deck. And then we have Spoony, lowest battle score wins. If you use a spoon to roll, then you can roll once. You have Patch, so lowest battle score wins. If you win, bring back 1 orange elemental from dungeon to bottom of the deck. Then you have Sir Gordo, which is basically the Sir Jack replacement. Miracle Grow, if he's defeated on a 3 or higher, you survive. And then you have like 2 Pumpkin Knights that are 4 or higher to survive. You have 2 Jabberwockies, which are reroll ones. You have Kobolds, which are ones auto win. You have 2 of those. And you have the Scarecrow that's before battle, you can trade places with 1 orange bad guy from dungeon. So this orange bad guy army has a lot of good value. This is probably the most tournament ready deck for like the newest players. Now moving on to the green army, we have Sylvana. Before battle, bring back 1 wooden good green guy from dungeon to bottom of the deck. That's worded a little funny, but that's basically the Magnolia, Sophia the Healer, Nightingale replacement. They have Duke Aldecrest, Big Showdown. If you win a round, you're a +1 power for the next round. You have Sir Oak, Epic Battle, Sir Oak wins ties. Sir Ashburn, so if your opponent rolls a 6, they must reroll it. The second roll counts even if it's a 6. So it's basically like reroll 6s, but if they roll a 6 on their second roll, they get to keep it. You have Elmer, you must reroll 6s. Then you have a Wood Warden, +1 versus dragons. You have a Ranger. Before battle, you can search your deck for hunting dogs and move them to the top of the deck. And during battle, if you roll 6, then you auto win the battle. And then you have a hunting dog. Before battle, you can look at your top 3 cards and your opponent's top 3 cards. So it's basically what the Rangers used to do, but they're just in hunting dog form. So you get 2 of those. And then you also get 2 tree trolls that are +1 versus knights. And then you finally get Oak Wizard that rolls 2 dice to choose the best. So, all right, so now moving on to our final 2 armies, we have the purple good guys and the black bad guys. So this one is the most desirable by far. The black bad guys, they're no longer Morgana's faction. It's actually a Boggler faction, which I think is very interesting. There are a lot of new cards. I think almost every card in here is new or has new art and a new ability. So with that being said, let's start off with the black bad guys. So we have Dismal. Before battle, you can bring back 1 common black elemental from dungeon to hand, so that's really good if you want to bring back evil snowman that didn't hit their ability. You have Tar, +2 versus legendary good guys. You have Boglord, we all know what he does. Epic Battle, before battle, if you roll equal or higher, then you auto win. You have Wispart, so before battle, you can bring back 1 Will-O-Wisp from deck or dungeon to your hand. So it looks like it can be a before battle with Will Seal no matter where it is. They have Crothius, before battle will die, 3 or higher you can negate, and +1 versus common foes. So you get 2 Mud Ogres, both are +1 versus good guys. You get a Shambler, before battle will die for roll 6, then your foe is sent to dungeon. You have a Deadfall, before battle will die on a 6, and your foe is sent to dungeon if not battle is normal. You have a Bog Frog, which is before battle will die for roll higher than your foe's power, then you and Bog Frog are sent to dungeon. And then you have a Swamp Witch, this can actually be pretty good. So before battle will die, on a 1, nothing happens. 2 or 4, bring back 1 common elemental from dungeon to top of deck. 5 to 6, bring back 2 common elementals from dungeon to top of deck. So actually could be very, very good. It's nowhere near as good as the Black Bat Elemental Healing one. That can bring back like Humbug and like Goliathon. Before battle will die for roll 6, then you and your foe are sent to dungeon. So that's it for the Black Bat army. Now talking about the purple army, Presto, this is the card that can be very, very good in any deck, no matter what. So this is by far the best card, and we'll see why in a second. So +1 versus commons, before battle you can trade places with any card from your deck. So the reason why this Presto is so good is because first of all, he's purple good, and that correlates with the purple Jesters. So with purple Jesters, they can only swap with purple good guys, but now if you have this Presto, you can play a purple Jester, swap to this Presto, and then you can swap to a card of any color like Otho the Owl, King Crimson, or whatever you see fit for the battle. Keep an eye out for the black and purple dice, so that is how you know you're going to get this Presto. So moving on to our next cards, we have Paragon, +2 versus bad guys. Ursa Valor, you can force your foe to reroll once, +1 versus commons. You have Prince Morgan with no negate, reroll once, epic battle. You have Flip, which is lowest battle score wins. You have Purple Princess, which is +2 versus red, green, and blue. You get a Purple Knight, that's +1 versus ogres. You get a Purple Wizard, that's +2 versus legendary foes. Another one of those. And then Paladin, +1 versus bad guys. And this one's actually +1 versus bad guys and reroll ones. So that is basically it. So that's basically everything you guys need to know about the starter army. So you could just check out whichever one is appealing, and you can go get that one either at Huzzah Hobbies or Victory Comics and just look for the colored dice, or you can just go online and try to get one of these, because there's a lot of good cards in here, a lot of cool cards. I'd say Orange is one of the most interesting armies, but Presto in this bundle over here had the best cards. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.